Have you ever felt like no matter what you do, you just can't seem to catch a break? Life just seems to keep throwing one problem after another your way? Well, what if instead of blaming outside circumstances, we turn our attention inward and ask ourselves, could it be our own minds that are causing our troubles? In this video, we'll explore the idea that many of our problems are not caused by external factors, but rather by our own thoughts and beliefs. Specifically, we'll delve into the problem of worrying too much about the future. And what if I told you that most of our worries are actually unnecessary and unfounded? That's right, as most of the things we worry about never actually happen. We spend countless hours replaying worst-case scenarios in our heads, but 90% of the time, they turn out to be completely unnecessary. It's time to put an end to this destructive habit. Because worrying is not only bad for our mental health, but it also steals our peace of mind and prevents us from living in the present moment. Instead, we need to focus on letting go and embracing the beauty of each passing day. So let's take a deep breath, relax, and dive into this eye-opening journey. As we look back on our lives, we'll find that many of the things we once worried about no longer have any significance. For example, that big presentation you had to give. At the time, it felt like the end of the world, but now it's nothing but a distant memory. The same goes for all those other minor issues we let ourselves get worked up about. They too have faded into irrelevance. Yet despite this, we continue to worry about future events as if they were guaranteed to happen. When we think about the future, our minds conjure up all sorts of scenarios, both positive and negative. But what we tend to focus on most are the worst-case scenarios. We ruminate over potential mistakes, failures, and unfortunate circumstances, convinced that they're inevitable. This tendency to catastrophize is hardwired into our brains. In fact, studies show that the human brain is much more likely to fixate on negative possibilities than on positive ones. Even though statistically speaking, the chances of something bad happening are relatively low, our minds play up these unlikely scenarios, making them seem much more probable than they actually are. As a result, we end up spending a great deal of our time and energy worrying about things that are highly unlikely to occur. This not only steals our peace of mind, but also prevents us from fully enjoying the present moment. Our worries often feel like a dark cloud hanging over our heads, casting a shadow on our daily lives. When we're consumed with anxiety, even the simplest tasks, such as getting out of bed in the morning, can feel like a Herculean effort. Productivity takes a nosedive and meeting deadlines becomes a daunting challenge. Our ability to concentrate and focus on the task at hand takes a serious hit. As we struggle to keep our thoughts from wandering into worry territory, we end up wasting precious time and energy that could be used more productively. Furthermore, constantly worrying about the future can have a negative impact on our physical health. Studies have shown that chronic worry is associated with an increased risk of developing physical ailments such as high blood pressure, heart disease, and diabetes. When we're in a state of constant anxiety, our bodies produce higher levels of stress hormones, which can weaken our immune system and make us more susceptible to illness. It's essential to find healthy ways to manage our worry and anxiety so that we can maintain both our mental and physical well-being. But here's the good news. We have the power to change this. Through cultivating stillness and self-awareness, we can transform our relationship with worry and live a more peaceful and fulfilling life. According to renowned psychologist Carl Jung, our vision will only become clear when we can look into our own hearts. By taking the time to understand our thoughts and emotions, we can gain control over our minds instead of being controlled by them. Jung believed that the path to self-discovery and healing begins with acknowledging and integrating our shadow selves, which refers to the hidden aspects of our personality that we often try to deny or suppress. By embracing our shadow selves and understanding our deepest desires, we can achieve wholeness and balance in our lives. When we take a moment to observe our thoughts without judgment or attachment, we begin to see that they are just that, thoughts. They are not facts or realities. This simple realization can be a powerful tool in managing worry and anxiety. By anchoring ourselves to the present moment, we can remind ourselves that we are only truly alive right now. While it's important to consider our future and plan for what lies ahead, it's equally important not to let our thoughts about the future consume us. When we allow our minds to wander into worry territory, we lose sight of the beauty and wonder of the present moment. The solution, according to Carl Jung, lies in cultivating stillness. By finding moments of stillness throughout our busy days, we can reconnect with ourselves and the present moment. When we practice stillness, we create a space between ourselves and our thoughts. We remind ourselves that we are not our thoughts, and that we have the power to choose how we respond to them. So how can we practically apply these concepts to our everyday lives? Here are 3 methods that can help you let go of worry and embrace the present moment. The first method is the 4-7-8 breathing method. This technique can be done anytime, anywhere, to help calm your mind and body. First, breathe in for 4 seconds. Then hold your breath for 7 seconds. Finally, breathe out for 8 seconds. Repeat this process until you feel centered and grounded. Writing down 3 things you're grateful for each day is another effective way to shift your focus from worry to gratitude. Take a moment to reflect on all the blessings in your life, big and small. This simple act can help you cultivate a positive mindset and appreciate the beauty of each passing day. Setting aside 5 minutes each day to sit in silence and stillness can also work wonders for your mental health. During this time, allow your thoughts to settle and your body to relax. You can use a guided meditation app or simply sit in silence, focusing on your breath. Remember, you don't have to worry about the future because you're stronger than you think. Embrace the present moment and trust that you have the power to create the future you desire. Imagine waking up early in the morning, feeling refreshed and ready to take on the day. You step outside and take a deep breath, feeling the cool air fill your lungs. As you look up, you notice the beautiful sunrise, painting the sky with vibrant colors. A sense of calm washes over you as you watch the day begin. You continue your morning routine, taking the time to stretch and move your body. You prepare a nourishing breakfast and savor each bite, appreciating the flavors and textures. Throughout the day, you find moments of stillness amidst the busyness. You take a few deep breaths before starting a task or pause to listen to the birds singing outside. As the day draws to a close, you gather with loved ones, sharing laughter and stories. You feel grateful for the connections you've made and the experiences you've shared. Before going to bed, you read a few pages of your favorite book, allowing yourself to get lost in another world. You drift off to sleep, feeling content and at peace. Letting go of worry doesn't mean giving up on your dreams or aspirations. On the contrary, it means accepting the things you cannot control and focusing your energy on what you can. By doing so, you free yourself from the burden of worry and allow yourself to fully embrace the beauty of each passing moment. When you let go of worry, you open yourself up to a world of possibilities. You become more flexible and adaptable in the face of change and uncertainty. Instead of being paralyzed by fear, you are able to take action towards your goals and dreams. You discover a newfound sense of freedom and joy in your life. You realize that the only person who can stop you from achieving your dreams is yourself. Worry becomes less of a crutch and more of a motivator, driving you to take action and create the life you truly desire. In conclusion, worry is a natural human response to uncertainty, but it can become problematic when it's excessive or irrational. By recognizing the signs of worry, practicing mindfulness, and implementing practical methods to manage worry, you can regain control of your thoughts and emotions. Remember, you are not your worry. You have the power to choose how to respond to challenging situations. With self-awareness and practice, you can overcome worry and lead a more peaceful and fulfilling life. So go forth, dear friend, and embrace the journey towards inner peace and tranquility. The power to create the life you desire is within your grasp. Believe in yourself and never give up on your dreams. If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to leave a like and share it with your friends. Your support means everything to us. Also, if you haven't already, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest videos. We've got so many more insightful and inspiring topics coming your way. Once again, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in our next video.